Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Joe Galli, your play-by-play commentator for Revolution Impact, and tonight Joe Galli, I'm gonna give you my MWS Revolution Impact review. Gotta say, what a crazy way to end it. We all know, but just didn't know Scooter St. Rodham is just fine. As the title says, Scooter St. Rodham gets a bloodbath, and courtesy, and the bloodbath was courtesy of Don Callis, Michael Rappaport, and the NWS Avengers. But I will get to all that later. Now let's begin with the Revolution Impact review. The commentators for the show were me, Joe Galli, and Dan Abbott as NWS Board of Directors, President Ethan Sobel, and Vice President Lincoln Potter. Welcome the fans to the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina, as they break down the match card and announce that 46th President of the United States was originally going to defend his. They announced that 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, was originally going to defend his Universal title, but had to postpone him due to testing positive for COVID-19. However, Lincoln Potter and even Sobel did announce that Joe Biden will indeed be defending his Universal Championship next week on Revolution Impact. Okay. On Revolution Impact. So they said that 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden, was originally going to defend his NWS Universal title against Chucky the Killer Dow and Inferno, but due to Joe Biden testing positive for COVID-19, the triple threat match has been postponed until next Thursday. Zobel and Potter then said that MWS Revolution owner, chairman, and CEO Scott Casey Gale, also known as Scooter St. Rodham, has escaped from the MWS Avengers prison camp with the help of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, and has been set free with the help of Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. And due to 45th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and General Manager Cody Mercer paying for his release. Then they said that Scooter St. Rodham will make a State of the MWS address later tonight. Okay. And then Ethan Sobel and Lincoln Potter then went backstage. As me and Dan Lambert plugged the first match. And the first match was the MWS Tag Team Tornado match for the Tag Team titles, as Zed and Santos, accompanied by Paul Heyman, defeated FTR. This was the opening match, as Zed and Santos and FTR squared off, with Zed and Santos taking down FTR and beating them from pillar to post, as they gave him a double suplex and double powerbomb. And a double powerbomb. But as FTR battled back for backbreaking diving elbow drop, then a bear hug and diving leg drop combination with a clubber in, and dropped hold with a running elbow drop and powerbomb diving clothesline and powerplex diving body splash combination, as they dropped Zed and Santos with the Goodnight Express and the Mindbreaker as they went to pin, but Zed and Santos kicked out and took down FTR with a double arm DDT and a spear with a double jackhammer, as both tag teams beat the hell out of each other and in the end finished FTR off of a 40K and pinned them 1, 2, 3, retaining the MWS Tag Team titles. Winner and still MWS Tag Team champions Zed and Santos via pinfall with 40K as this match lasted the 10 minutes. And then, in the office of MWS Revolution owner, chairman, and CEO Scott Casey Gale, Impact World Champion, and General Manager Cody Musson, they talked about how proud they are of Zed and Santos being tag team champions and defend them every week on Revolution Impact. Musson also talked about how glad he is that Scooter got free from the MWS Adventures prison camp and is looking forward to hearing what Scott has to say in the state of the MWS actress because he knows he will speak in the heart. I gotta say, Zed and Santos, they might as well be the best tag team here in the MWS Revolution. Paul Heyman knew exactly what he was doing when he recognized talent in them. Anyway, good way to open the show and good and interesting hearing what Scooter has to say, which we'll get to later. As we make note, as me and Dan Levin made note of Scooter's state of the MWS just later tonight, and wonder what he will say as we plug the next match to explain the rules. And it was match number 2. Freddy Krueger with John Laurinaitis defeated Kurt Angle to earn a new contract with MWS Revolution. This was the second match as Freddy Krueger and Kurt Angle traded blows, with Krueger taking down Angle with several punches. Angle then fought off Krueger and gave him a body scissors double leg takedown, European uppercut, frog splash, headbutt, moonsault, and multiple suplex variations until Freddy fought Angle off with an uppercut and missile dropkick and swinging neckbreaker and backbreaker. Then a scoop slam as Angle locked Freddy in the ankle lock, but he refuses to tap on as Angle nailed Freddy with an angle slam, went to pin him, but Freddy got a shoulder up as he and Angle wrestled back and forth with move after move and submission after submission. This match lasted 16 more minutes with both men putting on a good technical wrestling match. Angle delivered 2 more Angle slams, but it was not enough to keep Freddy Krueger down as he planted Kurt Angle go for Nightmare Valley Driver and got the pinfall to earn a new contract with MWS Revolution. Winner Freddy Krueger via pinfall with Nightmare Valley Driver as this match lasted 20 minutes and 24 seconds. Freddy Krueger then signed his new MWS contract. All I, Joe Galli, have got to say is welcome back to the MWS Revolution, Freddy Krueger. And we know you're going to give Joe Biden, Michael Rapper, Dom Callis, JB on the MWS Adventures tremendous nightmares. And then I, Joe Galli, got an interview with former MWS World Champion, The Bloker, and asked him his thoughts on going into the Elimination Chamber. Bloker said he will do everything in his power to take back what is his, and that is the MWS World Heavyweight title. He will drop everyone the no laughing matter and regain his World Heavyweight title and show everyone why he is the Bloker and change the fate of the MWS Revolution as he knows it. Very interesting promo from the Bloker. As I went back to the announce table to do commentary with Dan Abbott and plug the next match, and it was match number 3. The Bloker defeated the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. This was the 4th match as Bloker and Styles beat the hell out of each other, with Bloker taking down Styles for sidewalks, walk slam, and an insecurity then a fallaway slam as Styles came back with a Bloody Sunday and a brainbuster and the discus clothesline and diving knee drop. Then the Yushika and Fireman's Carry and Frankenstein and Hollow Point and multiple suplex variations. Then a Muta lock as he drops him with the phenomenal forearm and Styles class as he went to pin him. But Bloker kicked out at 2.5, and then he takes Styles down with the baseball slide and a big body splash and the spine buster. Bloker then pounds away on Styles and finishes him off the no laughing matter. Winner, the Bloker with no laughing matter, as this match lasted 18 minutes and 45 seconds. Really good. Me and Dan Lambert really enjoyed this match. Both the Bloker and AJ Styles put on a phenomenal match. Pardon the pun. And I'm looking forward to seeing what more else the Bloker can do here in the MWS Revolution. It is really good to have him back. And then my broadcast colleague, Dan Lambert, gets an interview with Director of Operations Michael Miner as he asks him about the United States title and him qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. Miner says he will show everyone why he belongs in the Elimination Chamber and why he deserves a long-awaited rematch for his World Heavyweight Championship tonight. He will win the United States title, which will be the stepping stone in him going back on the top of the world. And when the Director of Operations Michael Miner talks, he means business. As my broadcast colleague Dan Lambert went back to the announcers table, me and him plugged the next match, which was match number 4. MWS United States Championship Elimination Chamber qualifying match. The magnificent one, Michael Miner defeated WWE's The Miz. This was the co-main event as Miner and Miz was a good back and forth match with Miner taking down Miz with a couple of forearms and a DDT, then a spinning heel and axe kick until Miz fights back for sit-out shoulder jawbreaker and awesome clothesline and half mission like sweep, then an inverted face lock backbreaker and flip jacket arm and leg starter and corner drop kicks and left arm clotheslines as he nails Miner with the skull crushing finale and went for the pinfall, but Miner got a shoulder up and gave Miz a super kick, then chopped him in the chest and plants the Miner bomb and pins him 1, 2, 3 and becomes the new United States champion, and now will be in the Elimination Chamber for the vacated World Heavyweight title, winning a new United States champion, the magnificent one, Michael Miner. As me and Dan have congratulate Michael Miner becoming the United States champion and contender in the Elimination Chamber for the vacated World Heavyweight title. This was a good match, and Michael Miner still has got it. And I gotta say, I'm gonna say once again, congratulations, Michael Miner, on you winning the United States title. You deserve it. Joe Galli, I'm looking forward to seeing you defending the United States title every night on Revolution Impact. The question is, can Michael Miner win the World Heavyweight title? Can he hold both the United States title and World Heavyweight title at the same time? That will be history in the making if Michael Miner does that. And then there was another mysterious vignette appeared on the Titan Trump the Woods General on it, saying he will return at Cool Summer Beach Bash pay-per-view, and he's saying he will win the Intercontinental title. General, my money is still on General Jerry. Our signs are pointing to General Jerry, as me and Dan Lambert were talking about it on commentary. Is it General Jerry? And if it's not General Jerry, then who is it? Who is this mysterious general that's been making these mysterious vignettes on Revolution Impact? I am looking forward to the paper and seeing who found who it really is. But still, as I said, I'm going with General Jerry. This has got to be General Jerry. As me and Lambert covered it on commentary, and we say we're looking forward to who the returning person is as we plug the main event. And the main event was indeed. And the main event was Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees defeated Michael Rappaport and Don Callis with JBL in the corner. John Laurinaitis, this did indeed accompany Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. This was the main event as both Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees dominated Michael Rappaport and Don Callis as they beat the hell out of them. Myers wasted away on Rappaport and Jason was stopping away on Don Callis as he slams his head on out for turnbuckles. Then Jason turns his attention to Michael Rappaport and Michael Myers turns his attention to Don Callis. They body slam them. Rappaport and Callis fight back as Don superkicks both Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. And Rappaport delivers the Rappaport question finale on Michael and Jason. And they go to pin him, but Myers and Voorhees kick out. Myers plans Rappaport and Callis by burning him, and Jason Voorhees delivers a choke slam and last right powerbomb to Rappaport and Callis. Then Jason and Michael go plant the grand amplitude on Michael Rappaport and Don Callis and get the pinfall. Winners, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees via pinfall with grand amplitude. As this match lasted 22 minutes, this was a good main event. And the white team won. Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees, even though that they don't talk, they can still wrestle and they can still dominate and show why they belong in the NWS Revolution. And then, great main event. And then it was the Scooter State of the Union NWS address. NWS Revolution owner, chairman, CEO Scott Gale, also known as Scooter St. William, comes out to a huge ovation and explains the Hell 46 president and NWS Universal Champion Joe Biden, Michael Rappaport, Don Callis, and the NWS Avengers put him through by assaulting him in the hospital, injuring him. Scooter goes off on the NWS Avengers and Joe Biden. Scooter says he heard Biden run his mouth off on him and the Sons of Chaos Elite Leadership Doctors last Saturday. Scooter says so much is on the line at NWS Cool Summer Beach Bash pay-per-view on July 31st at the Madison Square Garden in Manhattan, New York. In the Great Consequences match, he will put his ownership on the line against Joe Biden and the NWS Avengers. Scooter says he and Cody Mercer and the Sons of Chaos and Elite Legions of Doctors will risk their lives and career, will put their lives and careers on the line at Cool Summer Beach Bash pay-per-view, and says he will defeat the NWS Avengers, walk up the winners. Scooter then calls out Don Callis. Don Callis comes up to massive boost from the crowd. Don Callis gets on the mic and explains why he turned his back on Scooter St. William and the fans. Callis says that he and Joe Biden will take over his company on July 31st, and the NWS Revolution will be under new ownership. Callis says he will end Psycho Mercer's NWS career at Cool Summer Beach Bash pay-per-view. He then says President Joe Biden is doing just fine and he will recover soon from COVID-19 ASAP, and he will be as good as new and ready. Carlson says Biden will speak via satellite. 46 President Joe Biden appears from the White House in his presidential suite and gives an update on his condition. Although he wishes he was there to embarrass Scooter St. William, he will save that for the pay-per-view and told him to be prepared. He has a surprise for him right now as Don Callis yells for the lights to shut off as they do, and then they start flickering as Scooter is ambushed by Don Callis, Michael Rappaport, JBL, and the NWS Avengers. A forklift is shown blocking Cody Mercer's office, blocking Mercer, the Sons of Chaos, and Elite Leadership Doctors from helping Scooter as he is being ambushed by Don Callis and the NWS Avengers. They plant him with their finishers and then exit the ring. Don Callis signals for something. Then, as a huge drop of blood comes pouring down all over Scooter St. William, giving him a bloodbath. President Joe Biden is shown laughing maniacally on the Titantron as Don Callis and the NWS Avengers left as Scooter passes out from the bloodbath. As I joke already say, This was a devastating ambush and bloodbath to our owner Scooter St. William. What are the NWS Adventures going to stop? Dan Lambert but says on commentary with disgust, enough is enough. This is ridiculous. As I, Joe Galli, say, we are out of time. Good night, everybody. Dan Lambert says he knows Cody Moss and Scooter St. William will be in foul moods when they respond, as he thanks the fans for coming as the show goes off the air. And I just got an update from from the NWS general manager Cody Mercer, and I gotta say he is in a very very pissed off mood, and he is something he's going to say to President Joe Biden, Don Callis, Michael Wepper, JBM, the NWS Avengers for what they did to Scooter St. William, and Scooter St. William is also in a very pissed off mode. And I just want to say that Scooter St. William is doing fine. He would, he did, he's doing fine. He did go to the hospital to be checked on, and he did clean himself up. And all I can know is that Scooter St. William and, as I said, Scooter St. William and Cody Mercer will have something to say either tomorrow night on the MWS Revolution YouTube channel, and let's just say they will not have very nice words to say to President Joe Biden, Don Callis, Michael Wepper, JBO, and the MWS Avengers. And they are going to have a whole lot to say, but Scooter St. William is doing just fine. And let's just say they are in the most foulest of moods. And oh boy, MWS Adventures, you guys are in for a rude awakening. Thank you for watching. I would rate this MWS Revolution Impact a solid 10 out of 10. 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, and an A triple plus. And next week, my broadcast colleague Dan Lambert will do next week's Revolution Impact Go Home show. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you later. Joe Galli out.